And a wild card in Gabriel Klaussner. So this is going to be our scouting report. And this young surfer, riding a sharp eye, riding for Quicksilver, looked at his social media, and the first thing I saw was Gabriel Klaussner on an absolute bomb at backdoor with C.Houshmand and J.Smith.
Well, let's check out this replay here of Cole. And this is, take another look at Cole's opening ride. And just a series of cutbacks. We saw that, you know, with Yago in the last heat. Is just cutbacks aren't going to do it. And I don't think that's going to be a keeper score for Cole to start off with.
And then J.Smith right here, #1 in the world. Big South African who's won here in Brazil before, back in 2013, Chris. Good score for him to start things off. Major layback right there on the outside, but as we've talked about all day, even with good surfing on the rights, there's just so many ribs and things coming at you. It doesn't look as pretty and as critical, and they're going to keep that score pretty mellow.
Here in 2025, so we'll see if that casual approach does him any favors in the eyes of the judges. Now we look at Gabriel Klaussner representing Brazil. This wild card has done some big things already in his young career, but a bit of a question mark because he's not quite the superstar.
The Pro Junior right here, as you're saying, runner-up to the Pro Junior title, made a Kios final over there in Señoritas in Peru, and as you can see right here, not a superstar yet, Chris. I think that's what we got to call him out as, because this kid is very talented, has great surfing, good patience, and tricky wave to surf, but it should be one of the best of the heat so far in this one. And you look at his style, resembles a lot of tall, lanky, regular footers that we've seen on the backhand here in the past, including
Thiago Camarão.
Yep.
I see a little Leo Fioravanti in there too. Just a little Italian spice in some of his bottom turn, top turn combos.
Well, and still a junior, he's probably going to put on more muscle mass throughout the years too, but basically starting his career. And you talk about South American with qualification the way it is now, really difficult just to get on the CS, Chris.
He's back at it in a big way. Massive turn there. He found that critical section, and that so far has to be one of the turns of the contest with 24 to go. So questions being answered with each and every wave surfed by Gabriel Klaussner. That first wave for J.Smith against the grain right-hander comes through to 5.33, but that felt large, felt dangerous. This turn's going to be a big number.
I like that one.
And here he is again, just finding the perfect spot in the zone, and that was
beautiful.
That was just creepy.
That was a critical lip glide. When we see the replay, we're going to see that he was actually gliding on top of the cascading lip.
Just to be able to outrun that avalanche that's coming down on him right here, Chris. You can see right there, that's really what Al Cleland did to be able to qualify for the championship tour. One big section, you get the right angle, the right timing, and as you can see right here, deep bottom, turn well engaged.
Look at that glide.
That's difficult, and for anybody that says, hey, you know, Saquarema doesn't have...
I was just looking forward to it because, like, you don't ever really get to surf in front of a crowd like this ever around the world, so just having fun with it, you know. And even when guys are getting twos, they're screaming, and it's kind of fun because it's like mental games. But I love the energy that Brazil brings, and just having fun out there.
And you seem to love the tricky conditions in the water.
After all these years, here's Cole.
C.Houshmand, powerhouse. Interesting turn.
Yeah.
That wave kind of got weird.
Was tough. To your concert, I dig this. Here's Jordy actually up and riding.
So Jordy's sticking to these rights here. Challenging waves to ride, but Jordy is kind of decoding all the bumps and lumps coming up the face. Could have a good section. Flying across the flats. He goes to the air, and I mean, he was never going to come down with that one in the same sentence. But it's been happening. Some good work done by J.Smith on the outside. This wave just got real weird.
I still like what I'm saying, though. I mean, he's surfing the wave for what it's worth. And, you know, this last one, he pulls it. He's moving up into first place. But we talked about his win here.
It got really weird right on the takeoff. And here goes Klaussner again. A backside whip. Pretty strong finish there. Klaussner, the crowd's behind him as well with 15:45 to go.
Beware of the Groms. Beware of the Groms, I'm telling you right now, especially with all the excitement and just nothing to lose. And he's showing that. I mean, he's surfing freer than both.
Rachel, go back to the business at hand. C.Houshmand leaning into a frontside layback.
That's
and again,
more like it.
Power carve for C.Houshmand. So two big ones there. He'll definitely delete a 2.73 out of his scoreline with surfing like that. So we're waiting for the judges.
Needs an 8.17, but this to me feels like it's going to rival one of the best of the heat so far, Kibes.
Yeah, I love the leverage that he gets off those top turns. Again, whipping that around, little caught up, but is able to salvage that.
And I think everybody has so much respect for Cole. Great style, super powerful, and lightning fast. Woo. There you go. There's your combo.
That was a bang bang right there. Look by.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
The same heat right here, but let's take a look at this replay again. Talk about power. That was just plumes of spray and then punches it again. They got the timing right there, kept the fins in the water, threw a ton of spray. Love it.
That was everything we wanted to see from Cole.
Huge bounce back right here. It's a testament to how well he's been competing lately. Here goes number one in the world, though, Chris.
Yeah, don't celebrate too much just yet. J.Smith's backhand is usually lethal. That wave kind of died out underneath him. So C.Houshmand now with one of the highest single wave scorers of the entire event. A commanding lead. Will J.Smith fight back on this wave on his backhand?
Yeah, 4.1 for this one, so still leaning close to an excellent score, and great second turn right there, but not much after it, so still going to have to settle for something low-key.
Best waves back-to-back with a 5.27 and an 8. And this was during that break. A tube ride?
Nope.
Into the washing machine.
He's interested, Chris.
Well, big things have happened on closeout waves. Here we go. Will this be one of them for C.Houshmand?
That was
trying to hang on with his big toe.
Continuing to do in the free surfing world as well, Chris. Here goes Houshi.
Nice whip to start. Could have a good section here to work with. He jams it. Rides out clean. So he's trying to maybe get rid of that 5.27. We'll see where that one. Gabriel Klaussner's out the back with priority, needing a 7.78. There's a quick stall. Uh-oh.
Oh, here comes a rodeo.
Looking for the ramp.
Oh, well.
Maybe next heat. Will this be a buzzer beater for Gabriel Klaussner, the wild card?
No.
Just, making his way to the beach.
Yeah.
But great look. Nice chop hop. It's a good day for it, that's for sure. And a couple of threats now. Head to the elimination round. Shocking for J.Smith. He'll be relegated to that round, which is being filled with lethal surfers. And I put
seas.
Gabriel on that list as well.